This is Robert with Pioneer Smokehouses, and I have a really interesting product for you today. This is a rotisserie to go on your Weber Kettle 22-inch. Now, I have this old Weber Kettle 22-inch, and if you know anything about me, you know I have way too much equipment laying around here. And I just couldn't justify buying a new grill grate. The grill grate's sitting over there and it is rusty. But I have so many other things, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, you know. Then I came across this item, and it was part of one of the listings for a company that I buy products from, and that is Skyflame. And I have one of their smoker boxes that you can see my video on the channel, and I'll try to link that here. And also one of their fire baskets, which holds the charcoal and kind of condenses it and gets better airflow on it. And I'll link a video that contains that up there also. I plan on doing another video for that because I need to put something really nice up on Amazon. So we'll probably do some focus videos on that, but not today. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this together and give it a try. And then later on, I'm going to cook chicken and do that in the next video. So I went ahead and I did a little pre-season and a wipe down of the Weber Kettle. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't too bad because, you know, stuff gets pretty, you know, questionable out here. And I probably will rewash down the inside of the lid because it looks like that I missed that. So I spread out all the parts just like any of my other assemblies. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and follow the directions together here. I'm just gonna set this over here for right now. I don't know where it goes, but I bet you that's it. It comes with these directions, and inside the main box, there's another box with a smaller box in it. In the smaller box is the motor, and then contained around that in the larger box is all of these parts, and I went ahead and spread those out just like I normally would. You can see here, we've got directions with a list of all the parts, and we got a couple of different languages here. So if there's enough room in 4 pages for 2 languages, I think we're gonna be pretty good here, and it shouldn't be hard to do. The assembly is literally 6 steps, and I think what I'm gonna do is rather than walk through all those with you, I'm just gonna go ahead and follow it and fast forward it. So I'll try not to talk, but if there's something important that I have to say, then I'll stop the video and we'll go from there. But again, you can see all of these parts. I went ahead and laid them all out here, so that way we'll be able to grab them as the directions calls for. Let's go ahead and fast forward that. So I put it all together as best as I could figure out. There could have been a little bit more of the instructions. One thing that I noticed that I think might be a good tip would be to make sure that when you put this in, that you adjust the bearing so it's kind of tight to keep the pole inside there. And I'll come back and hit this with a drill driver before I actually start it because I need to tighten this side down a little bit more. I could tighten this one down by hand, but once I did that, I couldn't tighten the second one by hand. And there's no tools included, so you will need a screwdriver and a wrench. For something like this, an adjustable wrench will work just fine. If not, I think it's either 5/16 or 3/8. It's a pretty small nut. And then these here, standard adjustment, just like that. We'll put our chicken on there and do that. I will torch it up a little bit and make sure that it's a little seasoned, but I don't want it hot when I go to cook with it, so I don't want to overdo it. Now, I'm going to show you with the downward camera here. You can see in here, everything is just kind of sitting there just like it should. Next, let's go ahead and plug it in. All plugged in, and on button's right there. And look at that. That is super simple. And this thing over here is a counterweight, and I'm not exactly positive. It said that that's optional in the directions, so you might or might not use it. If you're cooking something really light, you probably won't even need it. But if you're cooking something heavy, you probably want to make sure it's counterbalanced as much as possible. Definitely make sure that you get that bearing on there. And like I said, I saw this look like it might be something you want to make sure that you get that snug on the other end. It doesn't need to be tight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just going to get everything ready to use for the next video. This was a really simple setup, and I think that anybody can do this in a second. Again, this is the way I'm bringing new life to my old beat-up 22-inch kettle grill. And from the looks of this, it'll probably fit on anything. Now, just to close out the video, let's go ahead and put a lid on it. Thanks for watching. If you saw anything in the video you like, you'll find the affiliate links below. They will help out the channel. So thanks a lot, and thanks again to Skyflame. Have a great day.